Hello everyone! This review will feature a new kit from Chinese company Modelcollect. As you can see, it's T-80U main battle tank. Of course, this kit is molded in already traditional 1/72 scale, and as you can see, we have this nice profile box art on the top. Box itself is similar to the other kits from this manufacturer. As you can see, unfortunately it was slightly damaged when it was shipped to me, but nevertheless everything inside is intact, so we can check it in our review. Here we have short list what's included into this kit. PE set is included, of course plastic is included, but there is no paint and glue, which is also quite obvious. Here we have one painting option, marking option, let's say. Just give me a second to focus the camera. And here is some safety information. So this is top opening box. Again, just a second to open it. It's quite a sturdy box, so that's why I was sure about, let's say, proper condition of the internal components. So, what we have inside, those tracks, for example, which are packed into the separate plastic case, as you can see, and they look quite nice for the 72nd scale, and of course they will look even better after proper weathering, painting and also dirtying, let's say. Next we have some sprues packed into the plastic bag, as you can see, and some sprues are left without any bag on in the box. So let's check first those sprues. What we have here are the plastic tracks, and I guess those are designed for use with U version of the T80. Of course, these are much better than the vinyl option, and I think some modelers would prefer this type of the tracks on their model. And as you can see, they look quite nice. Those are typical link and length tracks, which we usually see in kits from some other manufacturers as well. Another sprue contains some turret parts. Here you can see that it will be assembled from two parts, top and bottom one, but also of course it will be upgraded with some extra elements which will be attached on the external surfaces, and here you can see some minor elements which are molded separately. Note that attachment points are quite thin, so it shouldn't be hard to separate them from the sprue. And here you can see this armor plates, side armor plates, which will be attached separately to the turret. And plastic itself is quite sturdy, so I guess it won't be difficult to work with. Next, let's open the plastic bag. It contains even more plastic parts. Okay, so first will be hull parts. Here you can see that those are molded, for example, bottom hull part is molded as a one piece. And it's quite nice in detalization. Don't forget that this is 1/72 scale, so it's quite impressive for such a small size. And here is the glacis plate and top hull part, which are molded together. Then we have side fenders, which are designed as separate parts. As you can see, they're attached to each other with help of those plastic tubes, let's say. Not quite a smart idea, I would say, but still, as you can see, those parts arrived to me intact, so I guess they will be okay on the model. And as you can see, they're nicely detailed on all possible sides, let's say. Next we have more hull parts. Here we have engine cover, some other parts, which will be of course glued separately. And of course here is a main barrel, I guess. Or it is molded. Yes, it's molded. It was molded together with hull parts. And also we have two similar sprues. I will show only one. This one includes of course suspension parts and road wheels. As you can see, molding quality is also quite impressive. And of course external tanks, some minor elements, Pioneer tools, which should look nice, with careful assembly of course. Next we have assembly manual. Assembly manual is designed in form of the simple black and white brochure. On the first page we don't have history note about the real tank, we have only parts map. And inside we have some assembly instructions, quite detailed ones, so I guess it won't be hard to guess what you have to do on this or that step of the assembly. And I guess, yes, there are decals inside. Printing quality is approximately the same as similar to those which we saw in previous kits, and I would say that it's not that good. I mean, decals let down this kit, because overall kit is very nice, but decals are a bit worse, I would say. And here we have marking guide for the tank, but of course you can source some different marking options, marking schemes, which will be useful for your tank. Quite surprisingly, we have here also a separate plastic bag, which features small PE thread, big PE thread, and also another small PE thread. So let's begin from the small ones. Here you can see them. Oops, I will show you them closer. Okay, so now you see them. Nice PE parts which should come handy in this scale. I mean, not all components can be replicated in plastic, so that's why Modelcollect decided to supply some metal parts. Here you can see the bigger PE thread, which also includes some external elements as well as meshes and some other structure parts. We have application manual for this part. As you can see, it's PE parts for the commander's shield, and also you can see here transparent film application instructions and some other things. And quite surprisingly for me, we have here metal barrel, which is included as a standard, let's say, element in this kit, and is much better than original plastic part. So I guess it would improve appearance of the assembled model. So that's all for today. Don't forget to check full review article on our website. And as usual, I would like to recommend you to subscribe to this YouTube channel that you're watching now, and also like our Facebook group so that you can get fresh articles in time. Thank you for watching once again, and see you soon.